What's going on, guys? My name is Anthony and today I am bringing you guys another episode of my Minecraft top 5 seeds. This is episode 3 of the series, and if you guys would like to check out the last 2 episodes that I have made on my channel, then be sure to hit the annotations that are on your screen. But anyways, I hope these seeds help you out and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay then, so coming in at number 5, we have a seed that will be displayed on the screen now. Now, all the coordinates for all the cool things that I find in these seeds will be in the description below, so be sure to check them out if you are curious to what the coordinates are. But I'm basically going to be showing you all the amazing things about this seed. Now, you basically spawn, in a jungle biome next to a desert biome. Now, this seed is kind of similar to another seed that I reviewed in episode 1 of my top 5 seeds. And yeah, that's basically it. So you basically spawn next to a desert temple and a desert village. And you basically just, want to check out the chest loot, because the chest loot is pretty good in the desert temple and it's kind of average in the desert village. And there is also an abandoned mineshaft in this seed too, so I'm just going to show that to you. Now, in this chest you get some rotten flesh, some bones and some gold ingot. And in this one you just get some bones, not too good. But in this one you get some diamond, which is pretty cool. And in this one you get an enchanted book. So I think that's pretty epic, to be honest, right off the bat when you first spawn in. And I'm just going to show you guys the chest loot for the blacksmith, and then we will move on to the abandoned mineshaft. And also leave a comment below for anything else that you find in these seeds that I am reviewing, because it also helps on, it helps out to adding to the coordinates list in the description, because it helps out other people. And yeah, I'm just going to show you guys where the abandoned mineshaft is. So you just want to go over here, and you just want to dig down kind of around this area. And you should find the mineshaft. And here we go. Here's the abandoned mineshaft. So that's basically it for number 5. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is a seed that basically spawns you right near a dungeon with a desert well on top of it. But there is also a desert temple with a dungeon underneath it and a desert village in this seed, so we are basically going to be checking all of these things out. So you basically spawn facing this way, and what you want to do is turn 90 degrees to the right, and you just want to head over to this direction, and you will eventually firstly come across the desert well and the dungeon. So just keep flying over to this direction, and as you can see, the desert well is right here, and as you can see underneath it there is a dungeon. So we're going to check out the chest loot. So first of all, the first chest is here, and as you can see you get an enchanted book, and the chest is also here, and as you can see you get another enchanted book. So it's some pretty good starter loot, and it's pretty good for enchanting. Now, I'm also going to be showing you all the desert temple and the desert village along with the dungeon. So you basically want to fly over to this direction until you come across a swamp biome. Now you basically just want to follow this water stream right here, so just keep following along here, and you will eventually come across the desert village and the desert temple. So just keep flying over into this direction. It does take a bit of traveling, but you will eventually come over here. And it's really good loot, so just keep going over here and you will eventually come across the village, and the desert temple is actually right behind it. And as you can see, here is the village, so we're just going to check out the blacksmith loot. So let's just go ahead and check it out and see what is in the chest. And as you can see, you've got some iron armor, an iron sword, and some iron and some gold, so that's also some really good starter loot for the first night. And as you can see, the desert temple is right here, so let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and check out the chest loot, and make sure you break the pressure plate just in case of the TNT. And as you can see, you've got some diamond in this chest, you've got some bones, you've got some gold, it's alright loot in the chest, but that's not really the main thing about this part of the seed. As you can see, there's some cobblestone here, you just want to break it. And as you can see, there is a dungeon right here, and the chest loot, it's okay, you've got some iron and some redstone and some saddles and stuff. But that's basically it for number 4. Let's move on to number 3. Okay then, so coming in at number 3, we have a seed that basically spawns you, sort of near a triple dungeon. Now what I mean by this is that there are 3 dungeons merged together. Now the chest loot in all these dungeons are actually really good, and you have to travel a little bit to get there, but once you get to the dungeons, it's worth it. So you basically spawn in this jungle biome right here, as you can see, and you basically want to head over into this direction over here. So if you recognised where I spawned, you basically just want to follow where I'm going, and you will eventually head on into a mountain biome right here. So you just want to keep, flying or running into this direction, and you will eventually come across a ravine. So as I said, it takes a little while to get here, but once you actually, come across the ravine, it's much worth it, because the dungeon loot is actually pretty good, and especially since there's 3 dungeons, it's pretty cool at the same time as well, because seeing 3 dungeons merged together is a pretty cool thing. And I think they're all zombie dungeons too, zombie spawners. So you just want to keep traveling into this direction, and you will eventually come across a forest biome as well. So you just want to keep traveling into this direction right here. And as you can see, we are approaching the area. You should be able to see the ravine in a second, and as you can see, the ravine is right here. So you just want to drop down into this bit right here, and you basically just want to dig down, and you will eventually come across the triple dungeon. So just keep digging down, and you will of course come across the triple dungeon right here. So I'm just going to show you guys the chest loot. As you can see, in this chest you get an enchanted book, which is awesome, and in this chest right here you got another enchanted book, and in this one you've got another enchanted book and a golden record. So I think that is amazing, and we're going to head on into the last dungeon right here, which is a skeleton one, so be careful. And as you can see, you've got another enchanted book, and in this one you've got another enchanted book. So this is an amazing seed, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but that's basically it for number 3. Let's move on to number 2. Coming in at number 2 is a seed where you basically spawn directly on top of a stronghold. As you can see, this is where you spawn. You kind of spawn on like a survival island type place, so I also think that's pretty cool. But you basically just want to dig down around this area right here. Don't dig down, over there, because you'll basically just hit bedrock. So you want to dig down, around this area, so just dig down right here. And you will eventually come across the stronghold, so, just keep digging down. And as you can see, the stronghold is right here. I wouldn't advise, digging down from where I just dug down, because you will fall into lava. I would, advise digging down somewhere like here or something. But yeah, this is basically it for number 2. Let's move on to number 1. Okay, so coming in at number 1, we have a seed that spawns you right near a NPC village with a blacksmith, and the blacksmith actually has some really good loot in it. And you also spawn right near a desert temple, an abandoned mineshaft, a few dungeons, loads of diamond, and a stronghold. So I'm going to be showing you guys this real quick. So you basically spawn in this location right here, as you can see. Now you either want to go into fly mode if you're in creative, and if you're in survival, just run over to the direction I'm going. You basically just want to turn 90 degrees to the right, and you just want to head over to this direction right here, and you will eventually come across the NPC village. And I'm just going to be showing you guys the chest loot in the NPC village, and I'm just going to show you the awesome things that you get in the chest. So as you can see, there is a blacksmith right there, so we're going to go ahead and check it out. So let's just go down towards it, and we'll check it out. And boom, you get 3 pieces of diamond, an iron sword, and you get some armor, some ingot, and some apples. So it's some pretty good starter loot. You've got some diamonds. And I'm now going to be showing you guys the desert temple, which is right here. So let's just go ahead and fly over to this bit right here. And we're just going to drop down into the temple, and be careful with the pressure plate, because it does set off TNT. So we're just going to check out the chests. Not the best loot right now, but if you go into this chest right here, you get an enchanted book, 3 pieces of diamond, some gold, and some bones. So, you know, that's also some really good loot. Now, what you want to do right now is you want to dig down until you hit a cave system. Now, this isn't the good bit of the cave right here. You just want to keep digging down and you'll come across the amazing part of the cave. Now, as you can see, if you go over to that direction right there, you will come across the abandoned mineshaft. As you can see, there's a mineshaft, you know, right here. And if you go over to this part of the mineshaft, you will notice that there is some diamond right here. Now, there's actually 5 pieces, I think. So, you know, you've got quite a lot of diamond right here. And there is actually a few dungeons and, you know, a bit more diamond in this mineshaft. But I'm going to let you guys, you know, find it for yourselves because, you know, exploring it can be pretty fun. So I'm now going to be showing you guys the Stronghold. So what you want to do is go out of here and you will eventually come across a mountain biome. So you just want to come out of here and then you just want to look over to this direction right here and you will see the mountain biome, and you just want to fly or run over to this direction and you will eventually come across a ravine which actually leads down into the Stronghold, and there is also some emeralds in there too. So you just want to, you know, continue on going over to this direction and you will eventually see the ravine, which is right here, as you can see. So you just want to drop down into the ravine and you just want to go down here, and as you can see there's a little hole right here, and as you can see, you know, there is some emeralds right here, and as you can see over there, there is a stronghold. So that's basically it for this seed. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, then I would highly appreciate a like rating, and leave a comment below if you would like to see episode 4 of Top 5 Seeds. But that's just about it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.